Hello everybody, I'm Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and welcome back to another episode of Zero to Hero FM24 edition with our manager, Dominic Brannan, and me, Matthew. I said it weirdly again, like our last episode. I don't know why I'm doing that, but okay. It's normally with me, Matthew, and our manager, Dominic Brannan, but I'm saying Dominic Brannan and I'm me, Matthew. Very weird. I don't know what's up with me this morning. As you can see, we're on the 5th of December 2047. We're coming up to the first season in the J1 League ever with Musashino Utd. After getting promoted as champions and getting back-to-back championship promotion. And we are, however, wanted by Empoli. In actual fact, they've offered us an interview. Now, if we go to Musashino, their rep is 2-star. Empoli's rep is 3.5-star. So it's a massive step up. But you know what? I'm going to be true and loyal to Musashino and reject it. And stick with them at least one more year. See if we can actually survive J1. Because if we don't, I can see us literally getting relegated. No matter what, I'm going all the way back there to the J3 when the AI takes over. A bit like what happened with Nagano. So the season review is here, and before we get into that, why don't you like this video? Bit of a bad segue, I know, but hey, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Whether you're a returning viewer who's already subscribed, or someone who is just hit the button to subscribe, hit the bell for push notifications so you never miss an upload. And while you're at it, check out all my socials down in the description below. We, as of this recording, about a couple of weeks ago, or well, 1.5 weeks ago, because I haven't recorded in about 1.5 weeks because of family stuff, I got to 171 subscribers. So thank you all for that. And for the 2 people that commented on Reddit, because I promote my videos on Reddit, and one of them said, keep up the good work, and someone else said they were enjoying the videos. I thank you for that, because you made my day. And yeah, 171 subscribers. So next is 180. The aim was always to get to 150 by the end of FM24. And we've surpassed that, and now 170. So the aim now is to get to like 180 before the start of FM25. So you can subscribe to that button, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and say let's get you to 180 subscribers in the comment section. Because like I said, it makes my day when I get nice comments like that. That's why I always say keep it nice and friendly in the comment section. Because bad comments, not very nice for anybody. Yeah, of course we won the J2 League. All these players that joined all looked like they were happy with. Transfers out, are they happy with? They are average with. As I just clicked on that by accident. But yeah, becoming an established J2 team, we of course passed that by winning the league. Japanese Levine Cup, or YBC Levine Cup. We got knocked out in the first round, and in the 4th round of the Emperor's Cup was we got knocked out in that. Overall, with 28% of our home attendance was taken, so we got 6,581. Oh no, 551, of course. My eyes are bad. I need to get my eyes checked. I can never do that because I'm autistic, and yeah, it's hard to go in places. I'm kind of waiting for the NHS to come back to me. But yeah, good amount of thing there. Biggest win was a 6-0 win against Minebeya Mitsumi. Match to remember was 4-0 win against Kumamoto, and goal of the season was Kaneshina's 19th minute goal, gain eyesight against Yokohama Marinos in a 5-0 victory there. So quite a lot of heavy wins with 0 conceding goals. We unfortunately haven't gone on the current club wrap, but sponsorship was 1 million, broadcast revenue was 2.7, Corporate hospitalities 2.222k. Competition prize money 127k. Matchday commercial and retail 310k. And we've got 103,000 in total merchandise sales. Best lineup, Ito in goal. He did really well. Suzuri was our best right back. Emoto was our best centre back. Amori was our other best centre back. Now Miyachi, who I forgot to say in the last episode, go watch that now by the way, if you haven't already. I don't know why you were this far into a video without watching last episode, but go watch it. We signed him and we had to accept him to be like a inverted wing back or inverted full back or something like that, which we weren't playing. And he got up, the manager of Nagoi got upset and he ended up just calling him. And the other two loanees that we had from Yokohama as well, they were recalled because we weren't playing them enough. But yeah, Uchida was the best DM alongside Konoshima. Sasaki was our best right winger, he is such a good player. Arai is our best left winger. Ando and Kishimoto are best strikers. So most players did quite well. Then Club Awards, we won the J2 League Manager of the Year. Competition Awards, most exciting player in the J2 was Hajime Ando. Top goal scorer was also Hajime Ando. Fans Player of the Season, Hajime Ando. Young Player of the Season was Arai. Signing of the Season was Ito. Goal of the Season was Kaneshima. Top goal scorer Ando. Most assists Sasaki. Most player on the match awards Ando again. Highest average rating Ando again. And most passes completed 9 minutes. Well, I don't really know why it's on there, but yeah. 59 for Takashi Emoto. It's always our centre backs for some reason. But yeah. Most overall goals by player in the season with 31, a new record for Ando. Most goals by player in the season, league goals by player in the season was 29 with Ando again. Most league appearances by player with 182 is Kohai Karatani. And most league goals by player ever is Hajime Ando with 52. So he's done amazingly, seeing he's only been here like 2.5 seasons. Or 2 and a bit seasons. And Takumi Kobayashi, his highest transfer fee ever received, £500,000 for him. And yeah, we did really well. So now, let's skip ahead. Hope we do a load of good transfers, because I doubt we can get these younger players and these like 3 players in a game. And we do have a bit to spend. The board, even though we've only got 1.4 million in the bank, because we have increased, I think, training facilities again. Yeah, we've increased training facilities again, and we'll also increase youth recruitment and junior coaching a bit as well. But yeah, they're giving us just under 4.5 million, and I'm not going to be spending that much. They've given us hardly any wages, so what I'm going to be doing is probably giving us so much wages until we get to like that, and then just spend maybe about 1 million on transfers, and then maybe sell 1 million. And yeah, hopefully keep still in the overall balance, being quite positive. So yeah. So, transfers, you say. So first off, released players, none of them were released. However, we've had to sell players on the cheaper offers. Like we were getting 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 for players last season, because the overall transfer value was relative to quality of that player. Nowadays these players are over, because they're in the J1 league now, they're still J3 quality, let's be real. They're still J League 3 quality, yet they have J1 league transfer values. So yeah, having to maybe sell them on the cheaper amount. But yeah, Takuya Tamaki was sold. He played only 4 games last season for us, and so we sold him for £68,000 to Chiba. Yoshitaka Amoi was also loaned out. He is that player that joined us from Oita halfway through. He's that player that joined us from Oita in summer and joined guaranteed to join in summer in January after accepting the offer in summer. I said that really wrong, but okay. Kitsuya Kamijima was also sold £200,000 to Omiya. He played quite often for us, but we wanted to sell him basically, and so we sold him. Masaki Suzui, he wasn't very good to be fair, and Tosso paid £80,000 for him. I think we got a good deal there. He did play a lot for us, but he wasn't quality for the J1 League, and so we sold him while we could. And KD Sato is another player. He was with us a long time. Joined us, I think, before we even joined, and he played a lot of these first 2 seasons with us. Halfway through the first season and the second season, first full season, he played a lot. But then kind of fell out of favour the past 2 seasons. So yeah, we sold him for £85,000 to Tosu as well. So Tosu signed 3 of our players. And Masato Ozeki, he was probably the worst player. We've had to sell him on a cheap price because he only played 1 game more last season. £15,000 to Kawasaki from Dali. I'm happy with that, but I just gotta deal with it. And then people that joined, so of course we're talking about Amori, then we also signed Ryusuke Amori, our new right back, coming in from Kashiwa for £160,000. He was on loan at Sendai last season, so he's J1 League quality, considering for Machida he was playing regularly there for them. So yeah, he's a regular J1 player, and he comes in as our best right back. We had to pay a bit of money. Like now, I'm willing to spend 4,000 to 5,000 players. I'm willing to spend 4,000 to 5,000 pound now for the best players, the ones that are 3.5 star or higher. Anyone lower than that, 3 star or whatever, I'm probably willing to spend 3,000, 4,000 or less for 3-star players. Anyone lower than that, 2.5 star, I'm probably only willing to spend 2,000 or less. So some of these players are unhappy that they wanted contracts and all that stuff. I would assume that there's going to be a lot of that coming over the next season, because everyone wants bigger contracts because they're in a bigger league, but I'm not, and they're going to be asking for a load of money, which I'm just not wanting to do. But yeah, Ryusuke Amori joins us as our new right back. Hirokazu Yamaguchi joins us as another right back, squad player on free transfer from Totori. He was playing regularly in J1 a couple of seasons ago and regularly in J2 last season. Kisho Kenmatsu comes in as our new regular centre back. He was playing regularly for Miya last season in J2, and it's actually been signed for £750,000 at one point. So I think he's J1 League quality. Shinya Tanaka comes in as another left back. He has to be accepted to be a regular start. He's probably going to be a squad player in all honesty. But he was playing regularly last season for Oita. Takeoya Shirori is another regular star left wing guy. He's probably going to be back up, to be honest. He played regularly for FC Osaka last season and did quite well, and I was surprised he was released, so we just signed him because of that reason. And yeah, he's doing really well with us, hopefully. Susaku Higuchi comes in as another centre back on a free transfer. I've had an acceptable pawn player, he's probably going to be squad player. He was playing regularly for Hachinari. He didn't do too badly in a relegated side in J2. You could say why you signed in a relegated player in J2 when you're in J1. Basically the best of a bad bunch in backup centre back. And yeah, so that's why we signed him. And then we signed some more players on transfers. So Masayoshi Nakayami comes in as another regular starter centre back, centre back and all that stuff. He played regularly for Ehime the past few seasons. I know we've spent a load of money, but he's a J1 League quality player, at least I think it says. Yeah, decent J1 League player playing it in the J3. And I thought he's the cheapest player we can get, who is J1 League quality at centre back. Knock off that other player we got on a free transfer and all that stuff. And so yeah, he's joined us. He's now worth like nearly over 2 million, which is always good. And Koki Kobayashi comes in as another striker. And just as a squad player, I know he didn't score many goals in J2 last season, but I think he's J1 League quality ready, and he'll just be back up. And considering he's now worth about £60,000, I think we can sell him for a profit if he doesn't work out for us. This, to be honest, was dirt football, as is why we got the extra £55,000 on added on. Kazuya Kawada, another left winger. He was signed for 110,000 by Totori last season. Only played 3 games and then was immediately released. But he was regular in J2 for Shonen, and I think he's a decent player. So he's just coming in as backup. So next, Sari comes in as our new DM, a centre import player, probably going to be a regular star. He was actually signed for £550,000 from Osaka to Nagata, and he is a regular J1 League player. Knock off last few seasons, he hasn't been playing much for Nagata, but Nagata are one of the best teams in J1 as of this time. So yeah, really good signing there on a free transfer. And then Gaston Barrios comes in as our other regular striker alongside Hajime Andai. This wasn't my signing. He was playing for Real Pilar in the Argentinian third tier, I think, Premier C Metropolitana. I think that's either third or fourth tier of Argentina. But he was getting regular goals for them, and he was cheap. Direct Football saw this opportunity to get him in. I wasn't rejected every single signing Direct Football was trying to do, because he was paying like £400,000 or higher, or £200,000, which you're just not willing to spend now. That we've got the players that we spent for about $1 million, we're happy with them, we don't need any more players. So £44,000, £61,000 for Real Pilar, for Gaston Barrios, and yeah, I'm happy with him. Hopefully he'll be a very good player for us. The only problem is he's fairly susceptible to injuries. Hopefully he's not going to overcome his enjoyment at this club, but if we wanted to, we could sell him for about 1.5 million, I would hope, which is always good. Now, a problem we have overcome is we've got a game against Urawa today. Well, not playing it, but before we sim ahead. Well, not sim ahead, but sim into the result of the game until we get to the end of the winter window. We did really well in pre-season, won 3 of the games, draw 2. The problem is I forgot the rules from when we were at Nagano. Is you need 4 home-trained Musashino, 4 players trained by Musashino for 3 years before 21st birthdays in the side every single match day. Now, I've signed a load of players, and most of these now can't be in the side because we're having to have 4. And if I remove that, 4 really bad, really bad actually, homegrown players. I'm just so glad that in the second season we managed to up all the youth recruitment and youth facilities and all that stuff to get better players in, and over these past 3 seasons at least we've been getting intakes. I know they're not any good, but hopefully they'll get playtime and get good, and then maybe sell them for profit. But they're needed at this club right now. So currently our squad is overloaded with players that either can't play on the subs bench, which I really like playing players on the subs bench, or youngsters that aren't good enough for the regular first team, but having to be in the first team with, like, giving them access to the under 18 game times, just to survive in the league if we get an injury in the game. So yeah, disappointed in that regard that I completely forgot, and that is my fault. Hopefully I will remember for whenever I next play in Japan. Probably not. I never look at the rules. I never look at registration. I always mess them up for Champions League and the Premier League and all that. And in Premier League registrations as well with not enough homegrown players. I always mess it up. I've got to stop myself. I've got to stop myself and get myself better. Make sure I actually focus on registration from now on. So after last time we were hit, I showed you. No one has joined. However, people have left. So I think Ozeki was the last one we talked about. Jafar Sawan, who came in while we were in J3. He didn't play much in the J3 year league. He played a bit in J2. Considering he's only 2.5-star current ability, and we could easily get, and he's one of those players that comes in on the bench, off the bench, and because we can't play him because of him being on the bench, kind of because we've got better players who can be on the bench, and then we've also got to have 4 players who are homegrown, and 1 player that is a goalkeeper because of the goalkeeper injuries this year. But yeah, we've loaned him out to Akita. Hopefully he'll get really good, come in as a regular star next season. Kazuki Yoshikawa we sold to Awati. He played 0 games for us after joining us from Excelsior, and we've managed to get a profit for him at 33 years old. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I'm happy with that sale. Hayato Kimura to Kofi for £120,000. He was just not needed in our squad, and yeah, we sold him to Kofi, which is good. We would have sold him earlier, but he had a long-term injury for about a couple of months. So literally, the injury came and went, and we sold him immediately after that. We also loaned out Aguruchi, who joined us last season. He played a few times last season. He's played once this season. But we loaned him out to Kumamoto in J2, where hopefully he'll be able to reach that potential ability. If not, we might look to sell him and get a better foreign player in, because you have a limited amount of them that can play in the matchday squad. And Yuji Amori, who we weren't looking to sell, we were looking to loan out, but Yokohama came in on I think deadline day, or something along those lines, and they were just like, we'll give you a regular starter player and we'll pay most of his wages and a bit of money extra on the side. I was like, okay, you want to get an optional fee? I'm not willing to sell him. I think I can get more money for that. So I removed the optional fee. They accepted that. And yeah, he's gone to Yokohama. Well, hopefully he'll play for them regularly. If not, we'll have to call him in summer. But yeah, he played 3 times for us and did really well. So quite disappointed to loan him out. But yeah, I think it is beneficial that he gets that potential ability where hopefully Yokohama can do that. As you can see, there's no loan options, but we have made him to accept import player. And for us, he's only fringe player, so I don't think he'll get that game time with Yokohama. But one could always hope that they're that desperate. And that is the transfer. So £850,000 in and £600,000 out. In terms of the finances, we're still £1.8 million in the good. And yeah, I think our overall balance is about 200,000 and 2 million when we spend overall on wages over the course of the year. Getting more increase in our ticket sales and season tickets and all that stuff, so that's good. So hopefully we'll still be in the positive by the end of the season. Transfer budget, we've still got £400,000 to spend, but we have put an extra. Well, we've actually doubled the wage budget from £60,000 to £124,000, just so we can get more players in and not have as much of a wage budget that the Director of Football could splash on players. Because he was trying to get players in for about £500,000, trying to get one in for under £1 million, just under. I was like, hell no, we'll be going to debt. And so yeah, we rejected that. Like, no matter how good they are, I'm just not wanting to spend £900,000. But we got the results, and it's not gone too badly. So Uvara, we actually lost our first game in J1. Unfortunately, we were last season, I think, won J1 League. Yeah, they did. So they were a good side. Kyoto, we then won Shimizu, another good side. We drew Kashiwa, who are a good side in J1. We ended up thrashing 3-1, even with a red card. However, we lost Kobe and Yokohama 2-1 and 3-1. Then beat Kashiwa again 3-1. So second 3-1 victory from Kashiwa against Kashiwa. Iwata, who are another good side in J1, who won 3-1. Then we beat Kashiwa again in 2-1 this time in the first round of the J League Cup second leg. And then recently we just played Shonen and won 4-1. Shonen and Balmari being in J3D League, so we should be winning that really. And we have. So currently we're 10th place. Really, really good. And considering we've beat Kashiwa 3 times, I thought, oh yeah, they're a good side. Winning them 3 times in a row, that shows how good a side they are. In actual fact, they played 7 games and lost all 7, so maybe not as good as I expected them to be this season. But if we go to season preview, we're all the way down at bottom, 2,000 to 1 odds to be anywhere near this title. And I think when we were with Nagano, that was 2,000 to 1 odds. And we started off really strongly, but towards the end of the season, we were in a relegation battle, and we just about survived relegation towards the end of the season. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But yeah, mid-table, I am happy with it. And that is the end of this episode. So if you have enjoyed this episode, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more FM24 content, hit the bell for push notifications and all that stuff. Comment saying come on Musashino United, or come on Musashino. Whatever you want to say, just make sure it's saying come on Musashino or whatever. You can check out all my socials down in the description below as well. And just before we go, and I say the goodbyes, Tactical Masterclass is being cancelled. Yeah, if anyone's enjoying that server, I am sorry. And yeah, I'll have to say it on a post on YouTube right about when this video comes out. For the people that only watch Tactical Masterclass. But yeah, it's been about 3-4 weeks since I last played a game of Tactical Masterclass. I wasn't enjoying my time at Dagenham Bridge towards the end. I was halfway through Season 8, I haven't touched it for, like I say, for 4 weeks. I think that's a surefire sign to say you're not enjoying your save, end it, and so I've ended it. Well, I could. I don't want to start another save in Tactical Masterclass style. Not until FM25 at least. So yeah, it's just been cancelled for now until FM25. And we'll see how it goes back in FM25 and all that stuff once the beta is out of and the full game has been released then. But yeah, I've been Matthew, also in SamuraiHex, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.